Today we will be talking about how to have a professional discussion. Please make sure you have pen and paper at the ready to make notes, as you will be asked to complete questions at the end of the video.
What is EPA and a professional discussion? An endpoint assessment, EPA, is an assessment apprentices undergo at the end of their course to achieve their qualification. You can sit an EPA once you've gone through Gateway. This means it has been collectively agreed that an apprentice has achieved all knowledge, skills and behaviours that they will need in preparation for their EPA. As part of your EPA, you may have a professional discussion. A professional discussion is a two-way discussion between an independent assessor and an apprentice to assess the depths of understanding of their work. A professional discussion is often set up like a job interview with more focused questions. The same questions are asked for all apprentices, whatever their employment context. Professional discussions are aimed at confirming the competence of an apprentice. The discussion will be semi-structured and consist of a number of clearly defined questions based on a predetermined topic, which may be followed by probing questions if the independent assessor needs further clarification. Professional discussion. As mentioned previously, EPA professional discussions usually have an interview structure. Therefore, it is important to think about how we behave in interviews and practice those behaviours within this discussion. It is normal to be nervous for any interview or assessment. However, we must try and stay calm to present ourselves in the best way to the assessor. Treat the professional discussion as a regular interview. You should consider how you are presenting yourself in all aspects. Wear appropriate clothing. Dressing smart will show you understand that this discussion is important and professional. Speak calmly. It is a discussion. Speaking calmly will ensure you and the assessor can understand each other. Engage with the assessor. Make sure you are actively talking and addressing the assessor so they know that you are talking to them. Smile. This will show you are happy to be there and excited to be achieving EPA. And use eye contact to show your enthusiasm. Professional discussion. Some things you should do to stay calm and do well in your professional discussion are: prepare. Preparing answers for potential questions will help you feel more prepared and in turn calmer about the discussion. Reflect on what you bring to the workplace and what you have done throughout your apprenticeship. Eye contact. Most EPA professional discussions will be held virtually, however, traditional interview techniques still apply. Eye contact is a sign of confidence and shows we have no uncertainties and that we are paying attention. This is important so that the assessor knows we are not distracted by something else in the room. Body language. Although held virtually, you will still be able to see the assessor and vice versa. Body language will portray how you are feeling. Sit up straight and make sure to engage appropriately and enthusiastically with the interviewer. STAR method. A method that will help you be best prepared to answer questions is the STAR method. Situation. Describe the situation and when it took place. Task. Explain the task and the goal. Action. Provide details about the action you took to attain this goal. Result. Conclude with the result of your action. An example of a question could be: describe a time when you faced a difficult moment at work. How did you sort the problem? You should use the STAR method to help you answer this question. In EPA, it's essential to show the assessor where you made a difference. Even if your apprenticeship involved supporting others, make sure to highlight the role you played and the skills you brought to your team. Start with a headline that catches the assessor's attention, and then talk through your apprenticeship experience like a story. Be guided by the assessment criteria for your plan. An example of a question could be: describe a time when you faced a difficult moment at work. How did you sort the problem? Remember the STAR method here. The professional discussion is an opportunity for the apprentice to make detailed and proactive contributions to confirm their competency across the knowledge, skills and behaviours required for the standard. It will follow a similar structure to the points below. Starts with an introduction from the independent assessor, who will, in turn, invite the apprentice to introduce themselves. The independent assessor will outline when the discussion will start and how the time will be spent. The independent assessor will cover confidentiality issues, ask for photographic ID, and confirm that they are assessing the correct apprenticeship standard. The independent assessor will ask whether the apprenticeship has any questions before they start. When thinking about your role and time as an apprentice to prepare for your professional discussion, look through the assessment criteria /KSBs and prepare 2 to 3 examples that show how you achieved these. Consider: how did you make a difference for your team or organisation? What skills have you developed during your apprenticeship? How have you progressed since you started your apprenticeship? Can you name times you took the lead or took initiative? What can you do now independently that you once needed guidance or supervision to do? If you need support, we're here to help. If you need any support preparing for your professional discussion, please use the resources below for support. Speak to your assessor, or visit the links below and throughout this video for support and guidance on each topic. Thank you for watching.